October 26th, 1948. Donora, a small industrial town in Pennsylvania. People woke up just like any other day. Smoke was billowing from the factory chimneys, a symbol of livelihood for the town's residents. But little did they know, in just a few hours, these very chimneys would turn their town into a living graveyard. For the next 5 days, the entire town was blanketed in a thick, toxic smog, so dense you couldn't even see your own hand stretched out in front of you. People gasped for air, their eyes burning and stinging. And under the cover of that darkness, an invisible killer stalked the streets of the town. Donora was a bustling town nestled along the banks of the Monongahela River. Its main driving forces were the Donora Zinc Works and the American Steel and Wire Company. The townspeople believed that factory smoke meant progress. Smoke meant money. Geographically, however, Donora was situated inside a valley, and on that day, nature played a bizarre trick, a phenomenon known in meteorology as a thermal inversion. In simple terms, a layer of cold air settled over the town, trapping a layer of warm air underneath. Instead of dispersing upward into the atmosphere, the deadly toxic gases spewing from the factory chimneys, including sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and fluoride, were trapped right inside the town. Wednesday, October 27th, a Halloween parade was underway. But people began to notice that this was no ordinary fog. It was a sickly yellowish green, and it smelled of rotten eggs. October 28th, the toxic air now began to show its true, terrifying face. The town's only hospital was quickly flooded with patients. Even locking doors and windows offered no escape. The killer smog was seeping right inside their homes.
The town's 8 doctors were inundated with thousands of phone calls. People's chests felt like they were bursting from the struggle to breathe. In a grim and bizarre turn, the town's pets and birds began dying first. Dead dogs and cats were seen scattered across the streets. And then, the human deaths began. Friday, October 29th. The situation in the town grew so dire that the Donora Fire Department started going door to door to deliver oxygen cylinders. But the smog was so thick that the firefighters couldn't even see the streets. Feeling their way along the walls like blind men, they desperately searched for people's homes. By then, 20 people had died, and nearly half the town's population, about 6,000 people, had fallen ill.
Finally, October 31st. Faced with immense pressure from all sides and a mounting toll of bodies, the factory owners were forced to shut down their chimneys. And on that very day, like a blessing from nature, the skies opened up and rain poured down. That rain washed away the toxic air that had accumulated over those 5 days. Donora could breathe once again. But by then, the damage was already done. In just a few short days, the entire town had been transformed into a ghostly graveyard. This disaster in Donora taught the world a brutal lesson. Before this, people believed they could spew as much poison into the air as they wanted, and nature would just absorb it. But Donora proved just how terrifying nature's retaliation could be. It was this very event that sparked global movements against environmental pollution. As a direct result, the historic Clean Air Act was passed in the United States in 1970. The sacrifice of those 20 people in Donora secured our right to breathe clean air today. Yet now, so many years later, as the air in the cities around us turns toxic once again, the question arises, have we truly learned anything from those horrific days in Donora? If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more gripping historical thrillers. Thank you.